Hi, Chemongwes Timothy over here. I work with the Center for Policy Analysis, CEPA, as the Programs Manager, and today I would want us to discuss and look into the roles of Parliament, but also extending to the roles of Members of Parliament. I know this is a topic that has been misconstrued, but also misunderstood, and probably just to give a perspective, the Constitution establishes the legislative arm of government and puts very clear roles in which they are supposed to perform. And among them include one, legislation, which largely includes making laws, and clearly the procedures of how the laws are made are provided for in the rules of Parliament. Two, Parliament is charged with the mandate of oversight, and oversight goes to the extent of being able to follow up and ensure that the resources and aspects to do which Parliament disperses are well utilized. Those include resources, and they can be accounted for, the question of value for money, and that's one of those very key roles of Parliament and Members of Parliament. Three is the appropriation, which goes to the extent of being able to share the national cake, and those are the resources and to the different entities and the different beneficiaries largely. And so this goes to the extent of ensuring that we are able to identify sources of this money, which of course largely government gets its resources largely from taxation and from loans and grants. And so to that extent, that gets to their role. And then lastly is the role of representation, which is anchored equally and comes out very clearly in terms and ensuring that Members of Parliament represent the views of their constituents and bring them to the attention of the executive and ensure that they are acted upon. However, there are of course other roles that Parliament does, including vetting the appointees by the President, ensuring that they are able to engage their constituents in light of matters that arise in their constituents. Of course, there are other roles that have been given to Members of Parliament by the community, which have become by practice, but essentially do not qualify as their roles, which include buying ambulances, trying to fill potholes here and there, paying school fees, making contributions for burials and other obligations that sometimes they're expected to do. So those do not, of course, qualify. And so it should be a conversation that as a country we can emphasize, so that we are able to know how to hold the leadership more accountable, but also demand for accountability in light of their roles. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching.